G'day, this is Simon and James at our first South OC Cars and Coffee for 2023, and it is a strong lineup today. What have you seen, mate?
Yeah, we've got a lot of awesome cars here. We have two twin 765 LTs in the front row, a whole bunch of other exotics. It's just a really healthy day. There's a massive mix of cars. I've got a bunch of old stuff. What have you seen?
Yeah, there's one of the new Corvette Z06s, and I believe another one on the way as well. So plenty to look at. Let's go for a walk and check it out.
This is a rare sight. We have two side-by-side McLaren 765 LTs. This one with a crazy color fade wrap on it. It's kind of MSO'd out. You can see that it does have center seats inside, and then this one does belong to Peter from 1016. Has his really cool carbon fiber hood on it. Has that roof scoop as well. Just a couple of really cool borderline hypercars. The performance on these is just absolutely out of this world. If you guys ever get the chance to drive them, highly recommend it. Here we have a super clean Lamborghini Gallardo, has a really nice carbon aero kit on it, and then a set of HRE S101 forged 3-piece wheels. Clean yellow and black interior on it, and then it does also have a twin turbo kit on it. This car is honestly one of my favorites that we've had come to the show. It does feature the 5.2 liter. It's the facelift Gallardo. You can tell by these kind of updated headlights and then the updated fascia on it. But the 5.2 is definitely an upgrade from the previous 5-liter Italian-derived V8. This one is the German one that's developed by Audi. But it is such a cool car. Hasn't aged really that much at all. Here we have the stunning Corvette C8 Z06, one of the first ones that we've had at the event. It's finished in this really nice flat orange paint. Features that, I believe it's a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8, the first use of this motor ever for the Chevrolet Corvette lineup. Such a cool car. Let's take a look at this.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares.
Once again, massive turnout of motorcycles. Check out this row, it's absolutely full.
You'll get bored of killing me.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Couple of super clean Chevy side by side, starting off with this C10 LS under the hood. Really neat engine bay. I mean, look at the detail of just hiding everything out of the way. Nice looking coil covers there that look like valve covers, but just really nicely done, really neat. Interesting wheels on this thing. Very clean interior. Have a look in there, just absolutely beautiful. And then tray's really nicely done as well. So the bed looks great, every part about this thing looks great next to it. Have a look at this thing, just super clean as well. Tough looking B&M shifter in there. Modern interior and gauge cluster, but this thing once again running a LS under the hood. Big radiator, bit of airbrushing under there as well. Great seeing these two cars side by side.
To my place, I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
So this is not something you see every day. This is a Chrysler Laser, and straight out of the 80s, 2.2 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder in this thing. Just look at that interior, such an 80s look. This thing, look at the digital dash. I don't know if you can see down there, but it's actually like a digital design in the dashboard. This thing is super low miles and super clean, and you can imagine at the time this was probably competing against Japanese imports like Supras or some of the Nissans like the 300ZX, but they've got that 80s look about it and super clean. It wouldn't have been a quick car, you know, in the 140 horsepower sort of area the owner was just saying with an auto, but so neat, great to see, isn't it?
To my place, I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Welcome to our newest sponsors of South OC Cars and Coffee. This is Cool Van Outfitters. So if you've got something like a Sprinter van and you want to fit it out with custom cabinets and beds and countertops and tables and mattresses and those sort of things, that's what these guys do. So take a van and turn it into something that looks like this. So neat. You know, this is a great look. We'll just come around the side here if we can and just have a look inside. Excuse me if I may. Have a look in the shower, head in there, and this is beautifully done. Really nice. So if you're going to live in one of these things or go on vacations, come and see these guys.
I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement.
Gull wings, must be a supercar. Mid-engine as well. Have a look at this thing. This is a tiny little Suzuki. Probably weighs nothing. Absolutely tiny. It's like a little go-kart. But look at those gull wings. Engine in the back. AZ1. What a great little car.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
A couple of cars I want to look at, starting with this 69 Camaro. Beautiful looking world wheels on this thing. Have a look under the hood. Pro Charger, sitting on top of a small block Chevrolet. Capable of big power, I bet. But this thing's really pro stock. Full cage. Still a manual, which is kind of cool, but look at the size of that Mickey Thompson rubber on the back of that thing. Really tough. Love this car. Looked good when it came in. And the other car I want to talk about is this over here. This Buick Roadmaster. This is not something you see every day either. You see a lot of 56, 7, 8, 5 Chevrolets, but you don't see a lot of these classic old Buicks, and this is a beautiful looking car. Really lovely looking interior in that blue. The blue looks amazing on it. Have a look at this thing, all that chrome, all the wings on the back. What a beautiful looking car, and once again, not something you see every day.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Ton of engineering being put into this little Honda. Have a look at it. Turbo sitting under there. Just really neat. Everything's really been beautifully done in the engine bay, you know, from the brace across the top. Just really, really nicely done on all angles. If you haven't seen it, a few weeks ago we made a little Civic Car of the Week because of the engineering. Same sort of thing. This guy's put a ton of work into it, ton of effort. Great looking little car. Nice colour as well. You know, my philosophy is that it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you do it properly, and this is a great case of doing it properly when you look at the amount of work that's been put into this thing. So congratulations to the owner. This super clean looking Chevy truck belongs to a good friend of mine, Andy. He's owned this truck forever and he just drives it around, brings it out, cars and coffee.
I saw it a little.
Really clean. I wish you could smell the interior, the most beautiful leather smell about it.
This is right here. Do you recognize
But
it?
a clean, really neat, great looking truck that he just drives and enjoys, just the way they're meant to be. Great on every angle, beautiful looking truck.
That's going to do it for another weekend here at South OC Cars and Coffee, a fantastic mix of cars. Please remember, if you are going to come out to South OC Cars and Coffee, remember no revving, no speeding, and no burnouts. And please remember to drive safely and respectfully through the city of San Clemente. That does include getting on and off the freeways too. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. We have McGuire's Polestar PDM brands, Next Level Auto Protection, RPM Tesla Aftermarket Accessories, Carbontastic, and then Cool Van Outfitters as well, which is a sponsor that we just brought on. They do crazy van interiors, so make sure that you guys go and check them out on Instagram. I do want to give a huge shout out to all of our volunteers as well. We really couldn't put this show on without them. If you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. So we handle all of our volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out the new hoodies that we've got. We've got beanies, hats, everything that you could want. And then if you do volunteer, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner does also provide a free coffee donut for you too.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that, and also Outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We couldn't do this show without them, so if you need to do any shopping, make sure to come to the outlets and tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Big thank you to the City of San Clemente for their support. That is it. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.